Welcome back to another video. My name is Jeremy, and today I thought I would talk about some upcoming releases that have me kind of excited. I think one of my favorite things about the BookTube, Bookstagram, all the book socials is finding new books that are either out or upcoming that just get me excited to read. And I thought, why not give you 10 upcoming books that are going to be released in 2024 that I am personally excited for. If any of these books excite you, let me know down in the comments so we can freak out together. The first book we're going to be talking about is Foul Days by Genoveva Dimova. This is coming out June 25th, and I believe the sequel is also coming out this year in October. So if I love the first one, I can read the second one shortly after. Done. Sold. This is said to be a fantasy folklore with Slavic touches to it. Said to be The Witcher meets Naomi Novik, which, what a comparison. It is about a witch who is said to be able to conquer any monsters within her world, yet there's one that she can't seem to best, and that is her ex, the Tsar of Monsters. Our main character then sells her shadow to seek asylum in a walled city. It sounds weird. It sounds unique. It just has a lot of words that just get me excited. And I think that anything that deals with folklore that I'm unfamiliar with, like Slavic folklore, sign me up. I couldn't be more interested. The covers are gorgeous. The synopsis really pulls me in. And yeah, I'm personally pretty excited to see what this one can do. Next book we're going to be talking about is A Girl with No Reflection by Keshi Chow. This is coming out in August 6th, I believe, and this is said to be a mix of Eastern mythology and fantasy with the trope of enemies to lovers. Now, while enemies to lovers is not my favorite trope, I still end up trying to find one that does work for me because I think that there are a lot of elements that, if done well, could really, really interest me. This is said to have alternate worlds or alternate realities where there is basically a world trapped behind mirrors or mystical beasts and everyone's reflection is trapped. I'm really interested in what that dynamic could be, like what is hiding behind the mirror, what world exists that maybe our reflections are angry at us for imprisoning them, or maybe there's just this sinister plot where our reflections want to become us, to become real. I'm not sure, but it also takes very little to sway me when it comes to Eastern mythology. If you slap that on a synopsis, you're pretty much guaranteed to pull me in. So hopefully this one delivers on the enemies to lovers and gives us a unique fantasy plot. Next, we have Vilest Things by Chloe Gong. This is coming out September 10th, and if you haven't read the first, Immortal Longings, it is basically about an adult Hunger Games where a competition takes place between two fictional cities that are basically falling apart, decrepit, and controlled by corrupt dictators. But a lot of people didn't super enjoy the first installment, Immortal Longings, but I loved it. I thought it was super fun. Yes, it was info heavy and just did a lot of dumping with its exposition and world building, but for some reason it really worked for me. I really enjoyed it. So I'm really looking forward to book 2. There is this unique element too of people being able to jump into others' bodies, take them over, and it just makes for delicious plot confusion. And it personally really worked for me. And I'm hoping book 2 is just as wild, just as crazy. I hope our main characters are just as unhinged as they were in book 1. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the sequel. And I really, really hope it delivers. Next, I'm going to be talking about Hera by Jennifer Saint. This is coming out May 23rd, and I am personally really excited for this one. I really enjoy Jennifer Saint's ability to take old mythology and just add human layers to it and makes it really readable and really enjoyable for me. And Hera is said to be about the mother of the gods that we know, the wife of Zeus, and just exploring some of her more reserved emotions, her ability to care, to love, and also to be vengeful and to be this notorious goddess that we know. In the book, Hera begins to question if Zeus is just as tyrannical as the father that they overthrew, and if she can truly make a better world with Zeus standing by her side. I'm just really excited to see a more fleshed out and human side of Hera, and I'm just really excited for this one. I can't wait to get my hands on it, and thankfully I do not have to wait too long. I am very excited to talk about Scarlet Throne by Amy Liao. This is coming out September 10th, and some of the things in this synopsis are so gripping, I can't even. Heart-thumping political epic fantasy full of scheming demons, morally gray heroines, talking cats, and cutthroat priests. Binsa is a living goddess chosen by the gods to disperse mercy and punishment, yet she hides a secret. Rather than channeling the wisdom of an immortal deity, she harbors a demon. Talk about excellent synopsis. Talk about excellent marketing. I am so sold. I am such a fan of dark fantasy and political fantasy, and I don't even know that much. I haven't read any reviews. I haven't read any advanced praise, and yet I'm just so sold. I'm so excited for this. I just want to get my hands on it, and I just hope that my expectations are met, and I have so much hope in this one. It just sounds fantastic. Next, I'm going to be talking about Lucy Undying by Kiersten White. This is also coming out September 10th, coming from a wallet, and I will admit that this was mostly cover lust. I mean, look at it. It is stunning. It is gorgeous. What more can you say? But I am also interested in the synopsis because it talks about a vampire that escapes Dracula's hold and makes a life for herself. The plot takes place in 21st century London, which has me a little hesitant because I do enjoy my vampire stories to take place more in an ancient time, just because I think it gives more fear and that primal nature to vampires that I really enjoy, and I'm just a little hesitant to see what the plot is like. But I am willing to be blown away, and Kiersten White I've read years ago and I have enjoyed, so I am excited to see what this one delivers. And yeah, I mean, the cover, it's stunning. Next, I want to talk about We Are the Beasts by Gigi Griffiths. This is coming out December 10th. And again, kind of a cover lust thing for me. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. I don't have to explain myself. I can do what I want, right? The plot is said to be about mysterious deaths that happen within a French hamlet and two girls that use this as an opportunity to hide their friends away and help them escape from their nightmarish lives. The synopsis then leads on to say that the girls are going to have to survive the winter, the harsh countryside, and also escape the prying eyes of the villagers and potentially protect themselves from a hunting dark beast. Will they survive? I guess we'll have to find out. But again, look at this cover. Next, we have West Passage by Jared. I'm not even going to attempt to butcher the last name. And this comes out in July 16th. I am so excited about this. The synopsis is just, again, insanely well done. A palace the size of a city ruled by giant ladies of unknowable eldritch origin. Like what? West Passage is a delightfully mysterious and intriguing weird medieval fantasy unlike anything you've read before. I can bet. I don't know why, but this for some reason just gives me Dark Souls vibes, where if anyone's ever played a Dark Souls game, the myth and the lore of those worlds are often just kind of scattered about and you kind of have to piece it together yourself. Things don't always make sense, but that's kind of the joy of it and that's kind of the fun of it all. And for some reason, West Passage just kind of gives me that impression and I'm just so excited. This is one of my most anticipated reads. And if this isn't a 5-star read for me, I'm quitting everything. My job, my marriage, BookTube, everything. So there's a lot riding on this one. Next, we have The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monica Kim. This is coming out June 25th, and it just looks really, really good, like all these books, obviously. The synopsis boasts that this is supposed to be a feminist psychological horror about the making of a female serial killer from a Korean American experience. The synopsis also talks about our main character reeling from an affair that takes place within her family, and thus her rationale begins to decay, and she begins to slip into this obsession with consuming eyeballs. It is said that this is supposed to be for a story of people that love a woman on a revenge quest, and there's nothing more I love than that. I love me some badass female characters that are strong, independent, and getting what they need. I think this is going to be amazing, gripping, and just a fun read. Really looking forward to this one. Last and least, saving the best for last, we have The Fury of the Gods by John Gwynne, coming out October 24th. If you guys have watched any of my videos, you know that I love this series so freaking much. The first book was The Shadow of the Gods, then we had The Hunger of the Gods, and now we have The Fury of the Gods. This is going to be the last book in a Viking Norse fantasy series about old gods that have died off, yet coming back to life to cause mayhem, chaos, and just amazing storytelling. This series has fantastic characters, action, and just such unique world building that I am just always obsessed. Books 1 and 2 were absolute 5 stars, and I have all the hope that book 3 is going to also be a 5-star, and I just can't wait. I just know that John Gwynne always delivers, and I have such high expectations for this. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love finding new books to be excited about, and I hope that I could give you some titles that maybe you can add to your TBR and that you can also be excited about. If you guys have any that you think I missed that are noteworthy for this upcoming year, please let me know down in the comments. Until next time, guys, bye.